Hello. I have been asked this question many times. Vikram, is there any way to fast track my growth? And my answer to this question always is yes, there is a way to fast track our growth. However, after saying yes, I qualify my statement saying that conditions apply. And what are those conditions? Obviously, when we are looking at fast tracking our growth, there are certain things that need to be done again and again. Only then results will come at a pace that perhaps you want to experience. In this video, I'm going to share with you what are those 10 things that you must practice on a continuous basis to experience the growth that you want, perhaps that you deserve. Let us begin. The first one is write down your goals. Ask yourself, in the world that we are living in, how many people have you come across who have clarity about their goals? That is why the first step is become clear about your goals. The simple reason is, unless you know the destination, how can you even think of moving towards that? The second part of it is you must write down. And the reason for that is mind has multiple ideas. But when it comes to putting things on paper, you have to think much more because you have to articulate yourself in so many words. That is why you must write them down. And the more frequently you keep on writing your goals, more strong you will feel about achieving them. That is the first step. The second one is set a daily and a weekly challenge. Why is it important to have that is because goals are long term. 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, what is it that you want to accomplish? And that starts seeming a little too huge, too big. And that may become overwhelming to accomplish that. That is why it's important to convert that goal into weekly and daily challenges. And that is when you will start finding your way towards the goal that you want to accomplish. I personally call it, you must be clear about what are the daily wins that you want to have towards achieving your goal. So start working with daily and weekly challenges. The next point is take action and change your life. By now, it must have become amply clear to you in conversation with me over a period of time that our life experiences are nothing else but a consequence of actions that we take on an ongoing basis. That is why it's important to take action. Whatever ideas you have, whatever plans, whatever goals you have, unless they are converted into an action, they are meaningless. That is why you need to take action. Implementation, execution is absolutely important to bring any kind of change in your life. And you will notice as you start taking action, as you start changing your action, you will notice the results also start undergoing a change by themselves. The next important point is give 100%. You must have experienced it yourself that there are times when we are not giving our 100% and we know it. That is why you must keep on checking with yourself at every given point of time whether you are giving your 100% or not. And only you can tell it. Only you know whether you are giving your 100% or not. And understand this 100% changes depending on the time, situation, and the context. So keep inquiring. Another important element of being 100% is whether you are becoming consistent in some of those actions where no compromise is allowed. You do not have a choice whether you want to do it or not. It needs to be done. So start becoming consistent in some of those actions that you believe are going to play a major role in helping you to achieve your goals and being on the fast track. The next important point is keep learning. I've always been saying that we all must become conscious, continuous learners. Learning needs to be an integral part of our personal as well as professional life. Learning cannot be compromised. In the ever-changing world that we are living in, only thing that is going to help you, that is going to support you all along is your continuous learning. So make it a part of your day-to-day routine whether you are investing some time in learning or not. And learning, as I mentioned a little while back, needs to be on both aspects, on your personal growth as well as your professional growth. You must integrate these and notice how it starts differentiating you from the world around you and how it helps you to continue to move on the fast track in comparison to many other professionals who are in the same fraternity. The next important point is do something that makes you happy. Let us look at it from two different angles, from personal as well as professional angle. If as a professional you get an opportunity to do those things which make you happy, there cannot be a situation better than this. Because when you are doing things that make you happy, it doesn't seem like work. You get totally involved in that, you become passionate about it, you always give more than 100% to that. If that becomes a possibility, definitely that needs to be explored. Now let us look at it from the personal angle. There are many things that we love to do. It may be drawing, painting, singing, cooking, gardening, whatever it is. And that can be a source of energy for any person. That is why you must take out time from work and dedicate some of your time and attention to those things that make you happy, because that will touch your emotions, that will touch your feelings, that will become a source of energy for you. That will come handy when you are dealing with your work situations. The next important point is be kind to yourself and those around you. We are living in a world where we have interdependence, and that is where kindness plays a very important role. Be kind to yourself. What does it mean? To me, it means that are you taking enough and more care about yourself? There is a tendency amongst many professionals that they keep on neglecting themselves. In my boot camps that I'm doing, I keep on getting this again and again, that they have been putting them at the back seat in terms of priorities of life. That is why you need to be kind to yourself so that you can nurture yourself, you can take care of yourself on different planes, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. All these are important. Second part of this is be kind to others. You don't really know what are the challenges people are facing in their lives. And that is why you need to be kind to them. And when you demonstrate that kindness, it ultimately bounces back on you. And that is how we make the world, personal as well as professional world, a better place. The next one is master communication skills. I have been saying this again and again, that your communication skill is going to come handy in any role and responsibility that you take up. Understand that communication is what? What is the purpose? You want to influence. And if you want to be on the fast track of your growth, you need to influence people more number of times. And if your communication skill is good, you will be able to do it easily. Otherwise, you'll start facing challenges. I have come across working professionals who are finding it difficult even after 10-15 years of working in organizations, are finding it difficult to communicate. Let me give you a very simple example, that when it comes to just introducing a person, introducing a speaker on the platform, they fumble. When it comes to giving just a vote of thanks, they find it difficult. So how do you expect yourself to influence the world when you want to grow? So master your communication skills. The next one is develop power habits. What are power habits? They are those habits which may not be visible to the world but have a significant role to play in terms of outcomes that you are creating. And let me give you a couple of examples. The first one is whatever exercise regimen that you have to remain physically fit, that's part of your power habits. And isn't it important to remain physically fit? Because only then you will be able to give more when the time demands that. You'll be able to stretch yourself. That is why exercise, that's part of power habits. Meditation is part of power habits because that keeps you balanced mentally as well as emotionally. You are able to be in charge of your emotions. Being organized, that's part of power habits. So you are not wasting time and energy in searching for things. Planning, day-to-day planning is a part of your power habits. So develop those power habits which are going to support you in terms of speed that you want to experience in your career growth. And the last thought that I'm sharing is develop right network. In the world that we are now living in, it is very important to have the right network. And people have a huge influence in terms of your growth. When you start connecting with right people, and who are these right people? People who have accomplished something, people who are learned, people who are already on the growth path. When you start connecting with them either on digital platforms or even in physical networks, that is when you'll start getting their vibes, you'll start understanding what is the thought process of people who are achieving things in their lives. So start developing the right network, and that will come handy in terms of fast tracking your growth. So ask yourself, out of all the ideas that I've shared, which ones are you already implementing and which ones would you like to bring more in your day-to-day life and get the results out of them. I wish you all the best. I wish that you keep on going on the fast track of your career growth. I'll meet you in my next video. Stay safe, stay healthy.